Hello, everyone, and welcome to another edition of South Florida Gospel News. I am so glad you are able to join me today. How y'all doing? I'm here right now in the studio. All right, now let's get into our program. All right, first off, I just want to show my face right quick and then really get into what we're going to be talking about today. I'm going to go very fast. So get your pen and paper. Get your pen and paper or open up your phone so you can take notes and maybe write down the time where you may have to go back and review some of this information. Once again, we are the award winning South Florida Gospel News. We are in the South Florida Gospel News Radio studio. We are the South Florida Gospel News online, all of that stuff. And don't forget, if you need to reach me, this is how you will reach me. You can reach me on Instagram. You can scan that QR code on Instagram. You can go to my YouTube channel and look for at Deborah Hall 4816. And I'm on Facebook as Deborah S. Hall. Excuse me for my pauses. I was right in the middle of doing something. Okay, so let's get right into it. We're going to talk about some events that are going on around town in no particular order. But before I get to that, I want to say congratulations to my nephew, Mr. Renard Matthews Jr. He's getting to graduate with his MBA. And he said he is excited to announce that after a wonderful interview process, he has accepted the position of the Associate Director for Chapter Services, working for the prestigious Fraternal Order of Kappa Alpha in their National Administrative Office. So he pledged Kappa Alpha, I think 2, 3 years ago, while he was a student at Wesleyan, West Virginia, and he played football there. So he had an interview last week, and he'll be doing some great things for the organization. He said, thanking God, as for continued blessings as I look forward to beginning this opportunity upon completion of my MBA in May. So he got his bachelor's degree in 3 years. When he started college, he went in as a sophomore because he got college credit while he was taking classes in high school during his senior year of, I think, junior and senior year of high school, if I'm not mistaken. So when he was accepted into Wesleyan, West Virginia, he went in, even though it was his first year of college there, right after high school, he was able to enroll as a sophomore. So he got his MBA in 3 years, and then immediately after graduating with his bachelor's, he enrolled into the master's program. So he'll be getting his master's degree. And praise the Lord, when he graduates, he'll already have a job. Hallelujah. Amen. Congratulations, Bernard. You know Auntie loves you. All right. So moving right along, we're going to go into some events. So this way you need your pen and paper or to mark down what part of the video you might need to go through and pause to get the information, because this might be pretty fast because I got some things and people to talk about right after this. So the first will be a first aid and CPR training, and it's brought to you by Engrafted Healthcare Systems. First aid and CPR training will be Saturday, March 25th from 10 a.m. to 1 p.m. That will be at the Rock International Church, 901 North Point Parkway, Suite 306 and 307 in West Palm Beach. The training includes learning about emergency situations, basic life support, get started with CPR, get started with first aid, and real life demonstration. Now, for those of you who need that card, I believe you'll be able to get that card to say that you had CPR training if you need it for your job, if you're thinking about going into a medical career, nursing, or whatever, or if you're a caregiver for someone, or if you're taking care of an elderly person. This is a good class to have, and I think I'm going to go ahead and sign up for it. Again, it's a $25 fee. You have to register by March 20th, so hurry up and register. This video will repeat throughout the week. So go to therockint.org/events, therockint.org//events. to sign up and to get more information. And then also coming up is the West Palm Beach Legacy Concert. That's going to take place at the Sunset Cove Amphitheater in Boca Raton. A lot of people have been talking about this, and this is brought to us by Victory Faith Chapel International. They have a lot of great singers that will be coming in worship, and you see them there on the flyer. Okay, for tickets, go to Eventbrite. Go to Eventbrite or go to victoryfaithchapel.org to get your tickets. If you look on the South Florida Gospel News group page, there are some people who said they have tickets, but they won't be able to attend. You can send them a direct message to see if they still have those tickets available. And you can also scan the QR code on the flyer that's on the screen, and that will take you where you can buy your tickets. Again, get your tickets at Eventbrite or get them at victoryfaithchapel.org. This will also take place on March 25th. The doors open at 3 p.m. and the concert begins at 5 p.m. So get there early and get in your seat. All right, and plan to have a good time. Also coming up is the Mind Your Business Conference. I love the title of this conference. Now, this will be Thursday and Friday of this week, March 23rd and 24th. It is from 8 a.m. to 3 p.m. at the Riviera Beach Marina Event Center. The address is 200 East 13th Street. If you are a business owner, or even if you want to become a business owner, come to the Mind Your Business event. You can meet, you can network, you can learn to do business with other local businesses. And also, something very important for small business, learn how to become a vendor for so that you can get government contracts. So, all of that information will be provided. Also, to get tickets, go to Eventbrite. Go to Eventbrite and put in MYB dash conference. That's MYB dash conference. You can go to mybconference.com. You can send an email for information and ticket information to info@mybconference.com. And then you can place a phone call, 561-351-8651. So that's the Mind Your Business conference, not concert. Sorry about that. Thursday and Friday, March 23rd and 24th at the Riviera Beach Marina Event Center. Okay, 200 East 13th Street in the great city of Riviera Beach. All right, so the Evolve 360 conference is coming up. Now, this is a little bit further during the summertime. It's Saturday, July 29th. You can make plans now. Clear that date on your calendar. Go ahead and put it on your calendar. And it's from 11 a.m. until 3 p.m. That's a Saturday. And it's going to be at the Doubletree Executive Meeting Center, 4431 PGA Boulevard in Palm Beach Gardens. And some of the people in attendance that's on the flyer is Tiana Von Johnson. She's the $1 million brand strategist and coach. She's the keynote speaker. And I do apologize. Somebody sent this flyer. There is, I don't know where you get the tickets from, but you can look for Evolve Total Health 360 Conference, the Evolve 360 Conference on Facebook. And the flyer would come up along with the information on how to get tickets. Miss Kitty London is the MC, and you got Miss Chu as the DJ, and Dr. Jay Cherie. I apologize. The last part of the name is cut off the flyer, but hey, they sent it to me and I shared it. So make sure you make room, and I can always come back and talk about this later after I get a more complete flyer and ticket information. Saturday, July 29th from 11 a.m. until 3 p.m. at the Doubletree Hotel. You know what a Doubletree is in Palm Beach Gardens. That's where we go for our Christmas events and all of our other events. Has that nice, beautiful room. Okay, so check that out, and then make sure you tune in for future broadcasts. We'll be talking about that more. All right, so Easter in the Park. The ninth annual Easter in the Park will take place Sunday, April 9th from 2 p.m. to 7 p.m. That's at 825 North Rosemary Avenue in West Palm Beach. Volunteers, donations, vendor sponsors, however you want to participate. This is going to be at the Heart and Soul Park, which is right in front of the Sunset Lounge. It's going to be nice. April 9th, 2 to 7, praying for good weather, 825 North Rosemary Avenue. So there's two numbers that you can call if you want to volunteer, if you want to make donations, if you want to be a vendor or a sponsor, or just find out more information about it. Call 561-202-7862 and also 561-255-0086. All right, so I like this. So Overboard Records and the Gospel Quartet Heritage present the Ladies of Quartet. Quartet female groups, bad to the bone. Okay, so if you have a recording, a CD, an album, or whatever, they are allowing you to put your music on their compilation CD. So the deadline to submit your music is May 5th. And this is volume one. So that means there will be other volumes. This project will be used for radio promotional and marketing purposes. For more information and to reserve a slot, contact Sunsaray Win at 786-985-5538 and Daryl J. Jones 936-222-4006. I want to say thank you, Mr. Jones, for sharing so much wonderful information with the South Florida Gospel News. Please keep information coming. So, the male quartet groups, they always had the recordings and the compilation CDs and this and that. And I think this is a wonderful and novel idea to have the ladies quartet featured on a compilation CD that will be distributed to radio stations and used for promotion and marketing. So make sure y'all call Sunsaray or Daryl. Their phone numbers are on the bottom of the flyer there. Okay, okay. So now, Mount Calvary Youth Ministry presents a youth explosion, growing in life and growing in Christ, and that's every first and third Sunday, and it's free from 5 p.m. to 7 p.m. Senior pastor is Bishop W. O'Shea Granger. For more information about this, go to Mount Calvary WPB.org, Mount MT, and then Calvary, CALVARY, WBP.org. The address there is 1111 36th Street in West Palm Beach. Okay, so don't forget, every first and third Sunday, they have a youth explosion. Sounds like a lot of fun. So make sure you go, take your kids, take somebody. It's going to be nice. Okay, so the Black Male Mentor Initiative will take place Wednesday, March 29th at the Manatee Lagoon. The address is 6000 North Flagler Avenue in West Palm Beach. So it's important to have positive role models, positive Black men role models for our youth. And let me read what it says here. It says, want to know about mentoring a youth in our community? Then join the United Way of Palm Beach County's Mentor Center and local youth programs to learn how you can start mentoring a youth in our community, all while enjoying some tasty complimentary hors d'oeuvres and other tasty goodies in the beautiful and breezy Riviera Beach Marina. So yeah, it is actually the Manatee Lagoon is actually Riviera Beach, but if you have any questions, call. I think that's Marietta Theodoris at Marietta Theodoris at UnitedWayPBC.org. So she's saying email her, and that's you'll see the email address on the bottom left of the flyer there. I don't want to butcher the name, but send an email to her, Marietta Theodoris at UnitedWayPBC.org to find out how you can become a mentor. And this is the Black Male Mentor Initiative. Alrighty. So I got this here. And this is very important, which is going actually, you know what? I'm going to talk about that last, which will lead me into something else. So let me rearrange that a little bit. We're almost there, but not quite. Okay, so Family Field Day is coming up in June. Let the games begin, and this will be at the John Prince Park, 2700 6th Avenue in Lake Worth. They're going to have family versus family versus family, water games, relay races, tug of war, obstacle courses, food, a live DJ, giveaways, first, second, and third prizes, free t-shirt and refreshments, and much more. Okay, so you'll have to start on that day. Registration begins at 9 a.m. and the games will start at 10. Now, this is a lot of fun. It will be, I think so, because Riviera Beach Mayor Ronnie Felder had a kickball tournament, and I went, although I didn't participate, because I did a marathon earlier in the morning. I was too tired to talk about some kickball, but I did go to support. It was so much fun. It was so much fun watching the adults and the kids. They had mixed teams play kickball, and boy, did I laugh myself crazy that day. Anyway, cheer for your family on the sideline for a donation of $5. Okay, so you can be a vendor, and there are also volunteer opportunities available. Now you have to purchase your tickets. Okay, go to short URL .at /KTWLP. Oh, I hope I said that right. But you can see it on the flyer at the bottom of the flyer. Go to short URL .at /KTWL. And then that's a capital P. Now, you know that matters now. All right. Or an easier way is to send an email to info at BODINC.org for more information. Let me read that one more time. And it's also at the bottom of the flyer. Info at KABODINC.org for more information. All right, so now we are ready for this flyer that I saw. And thank you to the person who put it out on Facebook. Thank you so much. I had to grab that right quick. This is very important. Town of Lake Park put out a press release. You know, the town of Lake Park is celebrating their 100th birthday this year. Amazing. So, history to be made in Lake Park as the town's first mayor of color and first female commissioner of color are sworn in on March 22nd. I think that's Wednesday. Roger McCoud, MICHAUD, will be sworn in as mayor of Lake Park on Wednesday, March 22nd, 2023, making him the first person of color to hold that position. That same evening, Judith Thomas will be sworn in, the town of Lake Park's newest commissioner and the first woman of color to join the town's commission. These two individuals will be part of a 5-member commission um, representing a minority majority community. A minority majority community. That's what they say about Riviera Beach. Although it's majority black people, we still a minority. And the math doesn't add up on that, but we'll come back to that later. This history making event is even more impactful because it is taking place during Lake Park's centennial anniversary year. Further, with the addition of Ms. Thomas, the commission will become 3-5 female during Women's History Month. Now that's significant. So the majority of the commission will be made up of women. There will be 3 women and 2 men. And historically, hey, it's Women's History Month. The ceremony will begin at 6:30 on Wednesday, March 22nd in the commission chambers at Lake Park Town Hall, 535 Park Avenue in Lake Park. For more information, please call Merrill. I'm not going to even try to mess up that last name. Call the Public Information Officer, the Chief Public Information Officer for the town of Lake Park, 561-882-1819, 561-882-1819. Now, let me tell you what they didn't mention in this press release. Mr. Michael, who's the mayor, he's a Haitian. The first Haitian black man, first black man, mayor of Lake Park. They left that part out. I wonder why. Now, some of you may know Judith from the city of Riviera Beach. Judith used to work in what they call community development. It's called development services now. So now she is a Lake Park commissioner, and I wish her well. I wish Mayor Michael well. hats off to you. And I think it's great that our Haitian friends and family are becoming politicians. We had Al Jaquette, and we have oh Lord, I can't remember her name. Forgive me, God, forgive me. We'll come back to her. But I think it's great because they do live and work and in our cities, West Palm, Riviera, Lake Park, and it's about time. Representation is important. So Mayor Michael and Judith, Judith Thomas, congratulations to you both. And we'll be checking in with y'all a little bit later. I wish I could be there, but the city of Riviera Beach has a special meeting on Wednesday, and I will be at work. So, which leads me into this because I was talking about, that they left out that the mayor is a Haitian, and Haitian people are proud people. Don't let them fool you. And it's time out for the stigmas that we have with Haitian people. So I learned something about the Haitian culture uh, this past Friday. I enjoyed my first time eating Haitian food. Why did I wait so long? Okay. Why did I wait so long? I had griot for the first time. So let me show you my plate. And then I'm gonna show you my plate and then go back and explain what everything is on the plate. Okay. So if you can't recognize the upper left corner, that's just a basic tossed salad with some like vinaigrette salad dressing in one of those cups. And then the cup at the very top of the plate is what they call, I think, pickles, something like that. That's what it looks like. It's cabbage and carrots, and it has like a kind of vinegary type sauce, kind of, and it's spicy. So I'm gonna show this, and then I'll go back to the plate. So my first time eating Haitian food, and this is a Facebook post that I made, and if you need to look for me on Facebook, there is my official Facebook name. It says first time eating Haitian food, lunch from Dulcio's Caribbean restaurant on 45th Street in Mangonia Park. I had griot. I had black rice and peas made with black mushrooms. That's how the rice becomes black because of the mushrooms it's cooked with. Plantain salad and pickles, which is spicy coleslaw. That's the only way I can describe it. People are laughing at me for saying it. But you take that and you can put it on top of your griot, or put a little bit with your rice and eat it, or your plantain. I did my plantain inside the pickles on the juice that was in a little cup. There was a side of tossed salad too. I learned Haitian culture and history today from my colleagues, Sac Passe. And if you want to order from them, I will tell you they are closed on Mondays. Go to their website and you'll find their menu. That's how we ordered. Is DULCIOS restaurant.com. Dulcios, I believe that's how you pronounce it. If I'm not, please correct me in the comments below. Dulcios restaurant.com is how you find them. So there's a description of what I ate. Here is my plate again. That's the black rice. Oh, I had peas and rice. It's pigeon peas and black rice. It was really good. Plantains. The griot was just fried pork. It has the fat on it. It tastes really good. In my salad. They did have some soda, different flavors of soda, but I left the soda alone. All right, so that was really good. I learned Haitian culture, what they grow over there, languages. They learn Spanish, Creole, and I think they said English. They teach it in school. They make them learn 3 languages now. But there was a lot of rich culture, in Haiti is not all super duper poor people. There are some good areas in Haiti. You just have to know what areas to go to. Just like everywhere else, just like Riviera Beach, okay? All right, so moving right along, let me get into this right here, and then this is going to lead to some other things. Okay. So yesterday, I took some time off to do a little bit of light shopping, and I went to a plaza and I was walking around, trying to get my steps in, taking my time. It was hot, but the weather was beautiful. So I got a phone call from my husband, and I knew that he was going to PetSmart because he said he wanted to get some more fish for his fish tank. So I said, okay, well, I'm gonna go over here and do a little light shopping and everything. I'll meet you back at the house. Okay, cool. So he called me while he was there, and he was telling me that one of the employees at PetSmart was, she had a really funky attitude with him. And so what happened was he ordered it's a little bitty small fish, I think minnows or something like that. And then he wanted some other kind of fish, right? So the lady told him that the fish tank that he has wasn't big enough. And she was like, your tank is not big enough. But he was like, how do you know what kind of tank I have in my home? So anyway, he called me and asked me to come and, you know, try to figure out what was going on. So the whole way I was going over there, I was praying. I was like, Lord, first of all, don't let the people call police on Chris, because then I'm gonna be really angry. So I had my phone in my hand when I got out the car. And when I tell you I had that Kia on two wheels trying to get there, oh, I got there fast. So anyway, I went in and I saw Chris and I saw that the lady was she was there, but Chris was just standing there by himself, right? So when I got there, um, she was helping some other people, but Chris said that she gave him the minnows, but she wouldn't let him have the other fish, saying that his fish tank wasn't big enough. So I was like, well, how would she know what size fish tank you have? And the fish tanks that they have in the store is they're really small. So anyway, she was trying to get smart. So me being who I am, because I don't play the radio in these kind of situations. I went in there with my phone out, and so she asked me, "Did I need help?" I said, "Yes, I need this type of fish, and this is how many I need." And I looked at Chris and I said, "What colors do you want?" So she asked me, "Is your fish tank set up?" And I said, "Yes, it is." And I'm like, "What you gonna do? Who are you, the fish tank police? You coming to my house to see if my fish tank is set up or not?" So anyway, she put the fish in the bag, and then instead of giving it to me in my hand, she laid it on the counter and walked off. So I said, "What is your name, ma'am?" And she didn't respond. So Chris said, "What is your name? And I need your first and last name." She says, "I gave it to you earlier and you don't need the last name." And then she walked to the front of the store and went back in the room where they groom the pets at, in that little door right there. So I said, "Okay." So when we got up to the cashier is very nice. How's your day going? Blah, blah, blah. Uh, put in Chris's phone number, his name come up. Chris has spent thousands and thousands of dollars at this particular PetSmart store. That's where he gets his fish from and anything else he needs. He goes to this particular PetSmart. But first of all, when I got there, it looked like she had just got out of the bed. She didn't comb her hair. Her uniform was dirty, filthy, and it hadn't been that long since they opened. And the rudeness, even if she did have an issue with Chris, which she should not have. I was a new customer, and she was even rude and slick mouth with me. Needless to say, um, Chris asked for the manager. She said, "I'm the supervisor." And I'm like, wow, what kind of people do they have working here now? And it's just the fact that he told me that when she gave him the minnows, and then she said that you don't have a fish tank big enough, she started helping other people, which, were not people that looked like him, and she ignored him. She didn't come back and say, "Hey, is there something else? I'm not gonna sell you these. Is there something else I can help you get?" She didn't say any of that. She just started helping other people. And then when I came in there and I saw her helping other people and I saw him standing by himself, I was like, well, let me find out what's going on before I really snap, crackle, and pop up in here and both of us end up in jail. Let me just be cool. I already said my prayers. And when you go in there, black people, we know when we go in there how we get treated in these stores sometimes. And they have to, you get an undertone of that racism, which I don't like, right? None of us like that. And it's not fair to treat us like that. But when she bagged those fish and laid them on that thing instead of giving them to me in my hand, I said, okay, so we got one of those. So needless to say, I'm not gonna call her name or tell you which store, but I know how to report this type of behavior, and it ain't through Google. And I go a little bit better than that. So you never know who knows who, and treat all people with respect and kindness, especially when we're spending our hard-earned money. Our money is green, just like everyone else's. And speaking of incidents and things. If you look at my Facebook page, you will see where there were those what do you call them people? White supremacists passing out anti-Semitic flyers, right? So they were not arrested, but they were written up, given a ticket, I guess, for littering, for passing them out in neighborhoods, leaving them at people's homes. The only way they could be arrested is if they refused to give their identification, from what I saw in the video. So there was a black guy who was an officer there, and that white supremacist proceeded to call him an N word, F word, N word, and then said he was being intimidated and all this other stuff, trying to provoke the guy. But shout out to the officer. He kept his cool, and I was in my mind thinking he probably gets called the N word every day while he's at work. You never know. Just like nurses and doctors, you have some of them and their family take them to the hospital or to a nursing home, and they don't like black people. They don't want help from no black people, and get called the N word day in and day out. Probably used to it. It's a shame, but hey, that's just the times we are in still. So anyway, and then there's another thing that I must comment on. There's going to be a meeting, I think March 20th, at the Riviera Beach Marina Event Center in the Hatcher Room, where the scuba divers will be meeting with the Florida Department of Transportation. I believe it's at 6 p.m., 5:30 or 6. And their complaint is the Blue Heron Bridge will undergo some, renovations. They'll be repairing the potholes and cracks and all whatever. And so the Florida Department of Transportation has say, hey, while we are repairing the bridge, nobody can go under there. So the divers usually go under the bridge, to go in the water right there, especially right on the very end where you come down the bridge if you're going east, and right under the bridge there is where they usually go into the water on that end, close to the, when you make the left turn to the traffic light and you go inside the park, on the very end right there is where they usually go into the water and sit up there, take all the tables and benches with their equipment and go into the water. So they've been put on notice that nobody on that end will be allowed in the water. They have to walk up to the stoplight, cross the street, and then go down the stairs on the other side of the bridge in order to access the water so they can dive. So they have a big problem with that. And they're saying, hey, instead of closing all of the area under the bridge, why don't you just close off, the other side, down there where the small bridge is, where you can fish. And then when you get to that little side on the far east side under the bridge, leave that open for us. Let us continue to go under there. You can run everybody else out, but let us have this spot here. So right now, FDOT has said, what you're gonna do is you're gonna go around, cross the street, and go down the stairs. And I'm thinking about going to that meeting. And I want to tell them so bad. Hi, divers. How does it feel to be me? You won't be allowed into there. How does it feel to be me? To have to take the long way and not be allowed under there. So I'm not sure if you guys remember my saga with Phil Foster Park when me and my husband was having back to school event, not no book bag giveaway or nothing, but just a fun day at the beach. And they made us move for those scuba divers because they were under there. It happened 2 times in a year. The second time I had to call the cavalry and get some help. But now they are complaining because the bridge will be repaired, and under there, they will, the Florida Department of Transportation will have construction equipment under there. And they are mad. The scuba divers are mad because they have to move. They are still allowed to use the parking lot, but they won't be allowed to enter the water from underneath the bridge. They have to go around to the other side. So the complaint is, oh, my scuba gear. Oh, it's going to be hot. Oh, the gear is going to be so heavy. How are we going to do it? You only get 23 seconds to cross the street. And again, I say, how does it feel to be me. All right. I hope they come to a happy medium, a nice conclusion. That bridge does need to be repaired, and maybe if they make the necessary repairs, I start walking the bridge again. But even in my car, I see those big holes and cracks and things, and I'm like, nah, I ain't doing it. I should, but I'm not. But anyway, my husband just came in here. Well, actually, he slid something under the door. I'm gonna show y'all right quick. Look at Chris. Oh boy. I thank God for him every day. I really do. I thank God for giving him to me. I really, really do. He is really a blessing in my life. And I pray that every relationship gets to experience the love and the joy that he and I are enjoying. And we just celebrated our 7th wedding anniversary. All right, so that's my spiel. I was trying to concentrate when I was talking about PetSmart, and Chris started talking to somebody. He was talking so loud, he broke my concentration. So I hope y'all did understand that, when we went there, you that lady who said she was a supervisor, she was so nasty, very rude and nasty. And instead of being confrontational, you have to do things the legal way. And I don't want to just blast her out. My goal is not for her to lose her job, although she should. But my goal is for her to do better and learn how to treat Black people, especially. So she's going to learn by the time I finish with her. Okay. I do things strategically and legally and in order. Already, I think that's all I had. Oh, last but not least, speaking of Christopher, he made dinner last night. So usually we go to Rock and Crab on Village Boulevard at the Publix shopping plaza. Their food is so good. Oh my god, it's so good. So Chris was like, I can make that. So last night, Chris made dinner, and we had seafood for dinner. So he did the lobster tail, he did the potato, there was sausage, and if you look on the upper right corner right now, there's a little bit of neck bone right there. That was different, but it was really good. So shout out to Chris for making dinner last night. Now, don't knock it till you try it. So what happened was the neck bones were cooked first. I made those, right? And then he took the neck bones and then put them into the seafood pot. Not that many. There was shrimp, potatoes, sausage, corn, I think. I didn't eat a piece of corn, and the crab and lobster tail. Steamed it all together, and they turned out real, 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 real good. So thank you, Mr. Christopher, for making dinner. And on that note, y'all be good to each other. There's a lot going into this world. You never know what somebody is going through. Speaking of which, and I'm gonna say this last thing before I sign off. This is the main thing I'm gonna talk about. I forgot. Let me look at my notes, make sure I forgot nothing else. But weddings and funerals, and I'm gonna talk about my people because I live in Black culture. That's my culture, so I have the right to talk about it because I live it every day. Black people, weddings and funerals. Why y'all act up so bad during weddings and funerals? Why y'all do that? Why y'all act up for act up so bad? You want to be relevant, want to be important. Y'all know them people couldn't stand y'all while they was alive and they done died. So y'all trying to get in good. Why y'all do that? Why y'all do that during weddings and funerals? During the wedding, you want to act up. You want to make sure you're noticed. You want to drink when you know you ain't supposed to be drinking. Then you go to cutting the food and fighting and carrying on. Why y'all do that? And the funerals too, and the repast. Y'all know y'all supposed to be drinking. You been on stayed up all night drinking, nervous and scared, and then you come out toe all up and acting crazy. Why y'all be doing that, huh? Why? Why y'all do that, Black people? Let's do better. Let's be on our best behavior. Let's show some respect, dignity, and decency. And in both occasions, it should be a celebration in both. So let's do better. Okay. So make sure you like and share this video. And don't forget, reach out to me through Facebook, Deborah S. Hall. Go to my YouTube page and subscribe. Every video that I have made is on YouTube, and you can look for me at Deborah Hall 4816 on YouTube. You'll see all my previous videos from I think last year and the year before on there. And this will be uploaded on there as soon as I download it. We are the award-winning South Florida Gospel News Chat. We've been nominated for another award, Tampa Bay Gospel Media of the Year for 2023, and I'll be asking for your votes very soon. If you are on Twitter, go to Gospel Gospel FL on Twitter, and follow us on Twitter. And if you are on Instagram, scan the QR code. You'll find me on Instagram. I don't put that much stuff in there, but I do. You'll see some other things I put on there. All right, y'all. That's all I have for this week. Please watch this video, watch it again, share, and please tell a friend. I'll talk to y'all later. Bye.